iron in the soul. What's up, YouTube? This is your big brother, King Jabez, back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at @TheKingJabez, as well as my website, theironandsoul.com. Whatever you choose to do, I will greatly appreciate it. Also, please hit that like button so we can spread this message on YouTube. I believe it will help to change or to inspire many people. Today's video, I'm going to really explain why you receive so much hate. I think you know this, but it's a friendly reminder on this Thursday afternoon. Your aura is given high quality. You know, on IG, they're saying it's given this, what's this given? It's given bad vibes. It's given, beautiful woman. It's given model vibes. It's given artist vibes. It's given something. Your presence, disposition, it shifts the environment. If you truly are a chosen one, you really have the spirit of the Most High in you, there is a significant shift when you enter into a room because you've been given a supernatural strength. And so your aura is given high quality. And that makes people hate you without them knowing anything about you. This is why you can walk into a room, mind your business. People will be laughing, joking, talking, have a good time, and they'll get quiet. They'll start staring, and they'll act as if they'll start gaslighting you like you did something wrong. They'll try to project their negative feelings onto you. They're not going to say, okay, I feel some type of way with your presence. They're going to make like you have a problem. And the truth is, your aura is given high quality. People can tell quality when they see it, and not just your looks, your character, your conversation, the way you conduct yourself. People read your vibe. They can tell, okay, there's something different about you, by the way you walk, by the way you talk, your disposition, your body language, your voice tone. All of that is how we effectively communicate. This is why we call it body language. Your body language says you are about something. People will say something like this to you. You can be minding your business going to Walmart and somebody to say, man, you look like you're a man on a mission. You look like you're a woman on a mission. And that's because your aura is given quality. This person is about something. And that's felt by those who don't even know you. If you were to look up the word aura in a dictionary, it is basically the distinctive quality or atmosphere that surrounds an individual. So when you are quality, you can't hide that. That's why you don't fit in. That's why you can't blend in. The reality is, and this is not to offend anybody, this is not to make as if we're better than others, but the reality is every person is not quality. And I'm saying this as nice as possible. It's not because they are not capable of that. In many cases, they may have not spent the time you have to develop themselves. Okay, and I'm saying this in a kind, generous way. Maybe they didn't read as much as you read. Maybe they never disciplined themselves and went to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. They didn't develop their talents. See, people who are quality, they became quality with hard work. So the aura that surrounds you isn't just because, once again, because God likes you, because God likes you, and He didn't like that person. No, it's something about you. You disciplined yourself, right? You put in the work, and now that is showing when you enter the room. So that atmosphere, that quality surrounds you. That's what aura is. It's kind of like this vibe. That's what we call a vibe. It's your vibe says, who is this? Right? This person has something special on them. And that comes from years of growing in silence, going through the trials, right? Being buried at times, being unrecognized, and really lifting heavy weights, heavy burdens. Think of it this way. Give you an analogy of weightlifting. If you saw someone in the gym lifting 315 with one hand, 315 for those who lift weights, that's 3 plates on both sides. That's a lot of weight. You would be, man, this dude is strong. 315 in one hand? Man, that's crazy. This is what quality is. It's like you do unusual stuff. We're not talking about lifting weights. In other words, you lift weights, not physical weights, but burdens, responsibilities, assignments, tasks, destiny, your purpose. You lift a weight in this world that others can't lift, right? And when you're able to do that, then naturally that inspires people. Wow, look at this person. That's inspiring. That's why we say that's inspiring, because they did something that you don't see every day. And if you have that, that's going to give you the aura or the aroma, right, of life and death. Let me kick this science real quick. When you have this aura, energy, vibe, you are, to some people, an aroma, like an aroma of food. Let's say if you smell your favorite food, whatever that may be for you. Someone has, let's say, for example, they bring in some fried fish and fries. You smell it in the room, right? And that's the aroma. When you walk into a room, you have an aroma about yourself, aura. And so to some people, you are the aroma of life. They see you and they see life. They see opportunity, hope, encouragement, enjoyment. You make people's life easier when you're around. That's what a person like you does to an environment. You make people happy. That's the value of leadership, by the way. And to other people, you are the aroma of death. You say, okay, King Jabez, what do you mean by that? How would I be the aura of death to some people? Well, unfortunately, some people, you remind them of what they are not. So you will inspire the winners of this world, those who have the potential to be winners, and those who may not even know who they are. But you're going to offend those who have really just surrendered to a life of being mediocre, of being mid. And I'm saying this in a smooth, laid-back tone because I'm not trying to judge anybody. I'm just making an honest assessment as your big brother. Some people are okay with having a mediocre life, and they have no ambition for anything greater. And they are offended when they meet someone like you. I use myself as an example for a minute. I'm happy where I'm at in life to a degree. I appreciate the progress I've been able to make. But I'm be honest, big bro still got dreams. I'm gonna be honest with you, I got ambition. I'm not where I want to be. I want to go further. And when you have that drive, that offends people who are not even on that type of time. I believe that God got something big for me. You know what I mean? Don't make me start singing God has great things in store for me. I'll sing for you real quick. Hit a few of them tender notes for you real quick. You know what I mean? So, that's how I think. And I think that's how you all think who watch this video. You're doing good, but you want to do better. You dig? I want to go higher. And when you have that, that's going to offend someone who has just surrendered to just being in survival mode their whole life. And again, I'm saying this as nice and calm as possible because I'm not trying to offend. And if that's you, I want to talk you out of that. I'm your big brother. I want to talk you out of just surviving. You may be in survival mode now for a season. I understand that. But don't let this season define you. So if you are in survival mode, let me speak to you now. Prophesy for the next 6 months to a year. That 6 months to a year does not define your entire existence. Let me say that again. That 6 months to a year or even 2 years, or some cases 3, 4 years, 5 years, whatever, of survival, that doesn't have to be the story of your life. There is something called overcoming. There is something called triumph. There is something called hope. You know what I mean? And when you have that and others don't, you remind them of the dreams that they did not chase. Let me talk to you. You remind them of the ambition they let die. You remind them of what they should be doing. I'll give you a personal example of my life. I remember some years ago when I was out west visiting my grandmother, and my cousin was over there, who is a lawyer now, and she was at law school at the time. And she was on the computer at grandma's house, and she made me uncomfortable. Not because she was doing anything wrong, because at that time I wasn't doing much of anything in my life. So when my cousin's over there who was in law school, it made me feel some type of way. Right? I can be honest about that now and admit that because I don't feel that way. And years later, I went to school, and to be honest, caught right up with her. You know what I mean? And in fact, we graduated around the same time. She had her law degree and I had my degrees in what I studied. And so I caught up. But at the moment, I felt the way because for one, I knew I was better than what I was doing. That's when you know you're on the wrong path. When you're living a lifestyle and you're not really proud of it, That's the Most High's way of saying you're better than this. That's another, drop that jewel real quick, real low key. That's what I tend to be right now who wasting time. You know you're better than that. You know God got more for you. You know he put more in you. Okay, let me talk to you. Get off that. You're better than that. You're strong. Let me speak to you. You're stronger than that. You're smarter than that. You're more powerful than that. Don't submit to that. So, but I felt the way. And that's because I knew I was not really doing much in my life at that time, and my cousin was in law school. So we really didn't have anything to talk about. So this is what you do. That's my point to give you that analogy. You give people this feeling of, man, I'm a loser, right? I shouldn't be doing this. And rather than them correct that, they're going to try to attack you, right? And try to pull you right into their misery. See, what you have to understand right now, ladies, men, there are a lot of people in this world who are miserable right now. And if you give people like that any indication that you're not, that you don't hate their life, okay, they look at you like, man, how do you not hate your life? What you mean? That's you. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You feel me? So you go into a room and you got joy and you feel happy and people can tell that they feel away. What you so happy about? They sitting around looking like their dog just died and they're upset, mad at everybody, having road rage and just kind of just rubbing everybody the wrong way. They don't like the fact that you actually are in this high vibration. You actually are enjoying life, even though you may be struggling. You may be going through your own challenges. You may be going through your own problems, but you're handling it with grace. You are handling your trials and your problems with dignity, right? And that is something that you cannot buy. So, ladies, men, I want to wrap this video up and just say, man, fly high. You know what I mean? The sky's the limit. Don't allow the negativity to make you negative. As my grandmother taught me years ago when I was working in a pretty toxic environment. And you know how grandma is. Grandma, I'm going to say it like grandma to make you laugh. Because my grandma, she's a short lady. She got the personality of a giant, though. She's a short lady, but a giant personality. And my grandfather, he's 6'6", and grandma is really short. So it's kind of a funny combo. And how sometimes to see little grandma get on the granddad's it's funny. But grandma said, baby, don't let those crazy people make you crazy. Right? She got that real high-pitched voice. And it was that old woman wisdom. She was really saying, grandson, don't let these people who are off make you off. And so now here's your big brother giving you the same advice my grandma gave me some years ago. Don't let crazy people make you crazy. That's a long way of saying that, I'm sure. Did anybody not get what I'm saying right now? Let me say it again. Do not let crazy people make you crazy. What does that mean? I'm glad you asked me. Don't let bitter people make you bitter. Let me break it down for you. Don't let angry people make you angry. Don't let people who are mentally ill make you mentally ill. In other words, do not allow people to draw you into their miserable lives. Don't do that. You need to separate yourself. That's why people say, match your energy. I don't match energy. I don't match energy. I'm keeping myself where I'm at. If your energy low, I'm finna duck you. Let me get away from you. You know what I mean? We don't match energy over here. You're not going to shift my environment to something that's negative, low vibration, negative, no hope, no type of direction. We're not doing that. I'm not going to allow you to make me crazy. Okay? If that's the way you want to live your life, God bless you. That's between you and God, not me. Not me. Yeah, I can't do that. What they say over on TikTok? Get somebody else to do it. You feel me? Get somebody else to do it. Big bro ain't going. Get somebody else to do it. God's been too good for me to be negative. I'm going to enjoy my life. And so what am I saying? Don't let people draw you into their misery. When you sense that, remove yourself. Let me give you one verse real quick. Big bro, I got to give you one verse from the Bible. The Bible says that a prudent man foresees evil and hides himself. There you go. That was God's way of saying what grandma was telling me in grandma's way. When you see some bad stuff, get out the way. You know what they say in the streets? Get out that gym. You hear me? Get out that gym. Hit that cut. Do what you got to do what's best for yourself. That's all I got today. This is your big brother, King Jabez. Thanks for listening. God bless. Peace.